So if you're new here or you haven't been paying attention, I'm on my first year teaching abroad in France, and for some reason they decided to give us a few days off around Halloween. Now, I don't really know if it's because they thought we would all be hungover, or that's just when the school vacation just so happened to be, but either way, I'm going to take advantage. It's called art.
It's very interesting. Oh my god!
I decided to visit some friends in Ireland and Scotland and see what they're up to. What is Halloween like in the UK and Ireland? We shall see. So Edinburgh, Scotland is absolutely stunning, especially in the autumn and early winter time, especially around late October. I could not recommend seeing Edinburgh more.
No phone calls in reality, never to find solid. I don't need your acceptance, I don't need your love. Yeah, I got caverns in my head, I'm lost in the darkness, wait, they show me the sun, show me the big star, show me the sun, watch it burn me down, they show me the sun, show me the big star, show me the sun.
So while I was there, I got to meet up with a friend named Jamie, who is Welsh, but currently living in Edinburgh doing scientific academic research with the school. I met Jamie in Berlin about a year and a half before that. I hadn't seen him since, but we talked a few times. But anyways, I met up with him, and his friends adopted me. And I don't know if there's a better way to travel.
Pretending to be alright, but we're all alright. We're okay. Then show me the sun, show me the big star, show me the sun, watch it burn me down. Then show me the sun, show me the big star. Show me the sun, watch it burn me down.
Can you help us out?
No. 97, that's fine. Yeah, that's simple.
So you're table too. Then you made me watch the Tribe of God again. I'm not.
And you know what, folks? I think this is it. I think this is the secret to traveling, or at least the way that I prefer to do it. collecting people, being open to meeting new people, and then suddenly you have couches to sleep on all around the world, you have people to meet, and then you're like a pyramid scheme in which they introduce you to their friends and their friends' friends, and suddenly if you decide to make a last-minute trip to Lisbon, you know 2 or 3 different people who have already offered to house you, and you know that's not meant to be a brag or anything, but maybe it is. I had the absolute pleasure of trying haggis the second or third day I was there, and the absolute horror of it not agreeing with that is a light way to put it. I had food poisoning. Yeah, it was delicious, and I'm sure it's great. I think where I chose to eat it was a little sketchy, and it kind of knocked me on my ass. So for me, Glasgow was a bit of a bust. I'm sure it's a wonderful place, but I was quite sick at this point. I spent, I think, maybe 2 hours or maybe a couple hours of the day outside of the hostel room. I also had the pleasure of staying at the absolute most disgusting hostel I've ever seen. It was like good enough, but you get what you pay for, fork. You get what you pay for, forks. I crack myself up. And that's all fine because the next hostel I stayed at in Dublin was honestly so cool. Like, it looks like a maze when I show you like this, but they had free breakfast, which was not too shabby. They had a pool table, like 2 different lounges, and I guess apparently there was a jacuzzi somewhere, but that wasn't open at that point. The room I was staying in, and I didn't ask for it, it was the cheapest room available. The room I was staying in was an old converted chapel that still had the stained glass, so every morning when I woke up, the sun was shining through, and it was honestly, it was stunning. Maybe not stunning, it was great. I'd been meaning to see Dublin for several years now. I'd heard that it's absolutely stunning, the culture is incredible, all of the above. But mostly I have a friend who's from there and who visits often, and he told me that I absolutely had to come for Halloween. So I am not feeling my best. But this is essentially what I came to Ireland to. I came to see friends and see the country, obviously, or see Dublin at least. But this is the party. It just so happens to be 10 minutes walk from my hostel. Hard to pass up, even though I feel like death personified in a bad way. Also, I don't really have a costume. I kind of just picked my most Puritan-y dress and thought, well, I'm traveling for 10 days. I could turn this into an outfit also, so that's what we did. Yeah, here we are.
Cecilia resigned. Harry's gone. He got a girlfriend.
It's safe to say that it did not disappoint. There was an enormous parade with puppets that were like 3 people tall. It was so cool. And it started an hour late and it rained the whole time, and that was unpleasant and I didn't feel good, but it was worth it. And for the actual night of Halloween, because that landed on a Tuesday, again, I was a pyramid scheme. I went out with the friends of my friend, with my friend not even being there. And we went to go see Psycho in theaters, and then we got a couple Guinnesses at the most Irish pub I can fathom. So I'm no longer in the thralls of food poisoning. My stomach isn't actively trying to kill me, but I'm still not operating at 100%. Getting out of bed makes me tired. Getting dressed is exhausting, and I have no appetite. But I'm still in Dublin, so I'm gonna make the most of it. Keep it simple, do some museums, some easy mulling about things, and we'll go from there.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.